Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be making some delicious Jamaican callaloo loaf in my kitchen. As you can see guys, they are really soft. So if you are interested in this video, please come along with me. Please remember to like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Let's get started. Here in my bowl I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 100 milliliters of lukewarm water. I have 1.5 teaspoons of instant yeast. I have 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. You can use whichever oil you like. I have 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I have 3 teaspoons of sugar. You can always use your granulated sugar. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my yeast to the water. Also I'm going to be adding the sugar. And I'm going to give it a good mix. Then I'm going to set it aside for about 2 minutes. So after I finish mixing it, as I said, I'm going to set it aside and I'm going to add my salt to my flour. So you add the salt to your taste as well. Then I'm just going to give it a good mix. This is how the yeast mixture looks after it has been sitting for 2 minutes. So I forgot to mention that I will be using 3 teaspoons of milk powder. So if you don't want to use it, you can always leave it out. But to me, it has a better taste when I add it. Also, if you want to use your milk or your egg, you can always use it. So if you don't want to use the water, just use some milk. But ensure that you use the same measurement that I used. After I am finished mixing the dry ingredients, I am going to add the oil to the yeast mixture. So after I mix the oil with the yeast mixture, I am going to pour it into the dry ingredients. Then I'm going to use a wooden spoon to mix to form the dough. If you want to use a stand mixer, you can. If you want to use your hand, you can. So I'm just going to start mixing with the wooden spoon, then I use my hands. But ensure that your hands are really clean. So while you are kneading, if your dough is too moist, then you can always sprinkle a little flour. If it is too dry, you can always add a little bit more water or milk. After I form the dough, I am going to apply a little oil to my hand. Then I'm going to knead the dough for about 7 to 10 minutes or until the dough is stretchy and smooth. So you can always remove the dough from the bowl and knead it on a clean surface, but today I'm going to be using the bowl. So after about 7 minutes of kneading, as you can see, the dough is smooth. Look at how stretchy it is. So this is how your dough is supposed to be before you proof it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to tuck it under. Then I'm going to roll it into a ball. Afterwards, I'm going to apply some oil to the bowl. And I'm going to oil the dough as well, so that while it rises, it does not stick to the bowl. So ensure that when you add the oil, you also coat the bowl as well with the oil. So after you cover your dough with plastic, or you can use a clean cloth. After you cover it, you're going to place it into a dark area and let it rise. So as I say, about 60 to 90 minutes. So while it is rising, you can prepare your filling and allow it to cool down. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I will be doing so off camera. Because you know, most persons, they know to prepare callaloo already. So I'm not going to be doing a video with it. But if you like, you can always comment down below if you want to see how I prepare my filling, and I will do so. So as you can see guys, our dough tripled in size. So what I'm going to do now is to deflate it. Deflate means that I punch the air out of it. Afterwards, I'm going to flour my surface. Flour your surface with some all-purpose flour, and then you take the dough out. Just squeezing the air out of it. Squeeze it, and I'm going to form it into a ball. Afterwards, you're going to divide the dough. I only want 4 loaves, but if you want, you can make more, alright? So guys, you can always use a dough scraper to divide the dough. I don't have one, so I'm using a knife. If you are still here watching me and you're new, welcome to Tamara's Recipes. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, turn on all notifications so you will not miss any of my upcoming videos. Also, give this video a thumbs up as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. Please do share this video with others and also comment, as I love to hear from you. So after I finish forming my balls, I am going to start working on them. So I'm just going to work with this one first. Afterwards, I'm going to do the rest. So what I'm doing now is to apply some all-purpose flour to my board and also my rolling pin. So ensure that when you roll your dough, you don't flatten it too thin, because if it's too thin, then when you add your filling, it's going to tear. So after I finish rolling my dough, I am going to place my filling. So do not over add your filling. Alright, just add like 2 tablespoons and just spread it in the middle, as you see I'm doing. After you finish adding your filling, you're going to close your dough. So after you close it, you're going to use a fork to seal it. So ensure that you seal it very well so that the juices from the callaloo will not leak out. Alright? I'm finished making my loaves. So only 3 can hold on my baking tray. So I'm just going to bake those 3 first. But before we bake it, we're going to cover it with plastic wrap and let it proof for about 30 to 40 minutes. So at this point, I am going to remove the plastic and I'm going to brush some milk on them. So if you don't have a pastry brush, you can always use a spoon, alright? So after I am finished applying the milk, I am going to place the loaves in my preheated oven and I'm going to bake them for 25 to 30 minutes or until they are golden brown. They will bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. So guys, they are finished baking. So I'm going to apply some butter on it. Alright, so apply the butter while it is hot. When you apply the butter while they are hot, it prevents them from drying out, from drying out as it cools. So that's the reason I'm adding the butter. So even though they are hot, I'm just going to touch them and let you see how soft they are. So I'm just going to let them cool down completely. Then I'm going to break one and let you see how it looks inside. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so they are fully cooled. So I'm going to take one and break it and let you see how it looks inside. So this is how I make Jamaican callaloo loaf in my kitchen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to give me a thumbs up. Tap the subscribe button if you don't do it as yet. Also share the video with your foodie friends guys. It was so delicious and I know you guys are going to enjoy it. So stay tuned for more awesome videos. See you next time. Bye.